All right, guys. The Utah Jazz lose to the Brooklyn Nets. This is the SLC Dunk postgame show. I'm your host, Hanson James. And just so you know, on SLC Dunk right now, you can go and buy Tank Note t-shirts. The Tank Note, not Take Note, Tank Note. Because right now, it's very clear that this Jazz team might be losing a lot of games. And we're getting to the point in the season. I know it's relatively early, but we're getting to about fifth of the way through, if not getting to a fourth of the way through. And we are sitting at, I think, 6-9 now, or 6-10 even. And so at this point where you have so many injuries, we're missing our best player right now, Rudy Gobert. It's almost like if there's a player that has any sort of issue with, like for example, with Ricky Rubio has his Achilles hurt, with obviously Rudy Gobert has his knee injury, Tavo Cephalosha had a small injury that made him questionable tonight. The Jazz are not going to play those players, it looks like. If you have something at all, you're going to sit, because right now the Jazz are probably at a point where they've made a decision. We're going to go after a player so that next year we can go hard and win again. And that may change. Maybe Joe Johnson comes back soon and Rudy Gobert comes back and Tavo's healthy and Ricky Rubio gets healed up, and maybe because of that he gets his shot back. It very well could be that Ricky Rubio's shot is not going down because of a sore Achilles, which would make sense. He's missed a lot of his shots recently. So I don't know. I would definitely get very acquainted with Draft Express and ESPN, although ESPN bought Draft Express, so, it stinks, but you might have to get an insider account. Johnny Proctor, first quarter doomed us again. Johnny Proctor, Raul looked great. Raul did look good. He really did. He scored like 22 points. I think it's a career high. Love Raul Neto. He's great. He comes in, he plays hard, he does nice things. He hit threes tonight, which was nice, and he looked like he had a little confidence in making plays. This is a Brooklyn Nets team that's not very, not that great, but they do play hard and they're well coached. They have a great GM. Tonight they looked like the Brooklyn Warriors. I mean, Spencer Dinwiddie. Brooklyn fans, if you're watching this, let me know how good Spencer Dinwiddie is, because I don't watch a lot of Brooklyn games, but Spencer Dinwiddie looked like Steph Curry, and these looked like the Brooklyn Warriors tonight. So it was, and that could partly be because of the Jazz defense. Very obvious that the Jazz miss Rudy Gobert. I mean, that's one thing we can learn from this game too for Jazz fans is if you weren't very sure how good and how important Rudy Gobert is, tonight you saw it, because the Brooklyn Nets had just free reign at the paint. Derek Favors is not the rim protector that Rudy Gobert is. And it was just very obvious tonight. The Nets just hit some shots that were bonkers. I mean, they had that half-court shot that was going in. Felt like every 50-50 shot just went in for the Nets. And sometimes that happens, but a lot of that is three-point defense, because what changes when Rudy Gobert is in the game is he is down below, he protects the rim, and that allows perimeter defenders to go out and guard their guys better, because they know that if the guys blow by them, you've got Rudy behind you. Now you have to be more tentative, because if they blow by you, they're probably getting a layup. So it's tough for the Jazz right now, but at the same time, Tank Note t-shirts are available at SLC Dunk. Go to SLC Dunk right now. Tank Note t-shirts, support the tank. I, for one, am pro tank. I believe there's only one way that the Jazz are going to get high-level talent, and that's through the draft. This draft has really excellent talent in it, very good players. And the nice thing for the Jazz, too, is that it's going to be an easy sell for the Jazz for any free agent coming to the Jazz. I mean, there's two players in this draft that are centers that honestly, if they hit their potential, they become as good as Rudy Gobert. And that tells you a lot about Rudy. Like, Rudy is a superstar, but there are like 3 to 5 players in the top 10 that are just players that could fit right in with the Jazz, start right away, high-level talent. So it's something to be excited about. If we lose a lot of games, guys, it's not the end of the world. It's actually the one way we can, get back in this and replace Hayward and be good again. Dante's coming back, hopefully by the end of this year, if not next year, and probably get Dante on a nice little contract and get a nice draft pick and then just go. And Donovan has shown himself to be a superstar again. Tonight, his shooting percentages weren't all that great, but he was playing point guard. Best thing about Donovan Mitchell, though, so 15 points, but also nearly a triple-double with 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and only 3 turnovers. 1 steal, 1 block. The guy is a star, guys. Be excited about Donovan Mitchell. When you're watching these games, losing is okay. It is what it is. Losing right now is probably a good thing. This is the last year where tanking is at its most effective, because the lower you are, the higher percentage you get. So you have to lose a lot this year for it to matter. Johnny Proctor, it seems like we are not defending the perimeter as well as we could, although it's crazy how other teams are crushing us with 3-point shots. Yep, that just goes back to Rudy Gobert, because when you have Rudy Gobert, you can play up on your man much more and run them off the 3-point line. And because when they pass you and they go to the hoop, guess who's there? The Gobzilla, the Gob Monster, Stifle Tower, destroyer of all hoop dreams, Rudy Gobert. So that's one of the reasons our 3-point defense isn't as good. It's just, that's how good Rudy Gobert is, and we're seeing it. Like, we go from number 1 to number 3 fluctuating defense to now literally bad. Not good. I don't know the rating yet. We'll see it tomorrow, but my guess is not very good these last few games. So Rudy Gobert is a superstar. Donovan Mitchell is becoming one. We're going to get another one in the draft. The Jazz are going to be good for years, and we're going to be filled with guys who want to be here, or at least like to play and not mope in the locker room. So, all right, guys, remember to go to SLC Dunk, read all the articles, go to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, follow SLC Dunk, search us, you'll find us. Like and subscribe here. All the good things. Talk to you later.